Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about when Moses was sent to Egypt to free the Israelites because of the Pharaoh kept them as slaves, and so Moses was sent by God to free them. So that when he took them through the Nile, and the Pharaoh and his army wanted to catch up with Moses, and God kind of killed everybody. Basically, after Moses divided the Nile, it's like opened this little pathway, and the Pharaoh went in, and when he was halfway, Moses and his people already got out on the other side, and God basically killed the whole army. Basically, he brought back the body of water that was divided by Moses. So what happened, the kingdom, the Pharaoh's kingdom had no power in Egypt because Moses and the guidance of God, uh, he killed the Pharaoh bloodline, right? So what happened after that happened? The Israelites were free, and then the house of the Pharaoh moved. They moved to UK, United Kingdom. So they are the same Pharaoh that God, brought in the flood, or brought all this, like, you know, destructive calamities and whatnot. That all the same house. So they moved to UK, and now if you go online, just Google by yourself. Like, I've been to a few places in UK where they have Egyptian buildings. They have Egyptian buildings. You could say it could be justified. You could say because they're fascinated with the Egyptian. No, they're not fascinated by the Egyptian. They are the same bloodline that Moses destroyed on the Nile River. Okay? Because I went to this park when I was in UK, and I could not understand why was this building built like an Egyptian house in a park. So that's one of them. There's many. There are many. And then the other one is the Egyptian Hall is built in 1800. And so the other many buildings, there is many sculptures throughout UK. It has Egypt in it. Not because of fascination with Egypt, because they are the same bloodline. Okay? That's not you know coincidence. It's a fact. Okay? And if you were to ask them now, they probably deny it, but I'm telling you, this is the truth. Okay? I'm gonna link. I'm gonna link, like, some of the places that in Egypt, in UK, are themed after Egypt. There are many places. There are many. The list is very long. Okay. Um, so they are the one who always have problems with the house of Abraham. Look, what's being targeted. We've been targeted. Who's been targeting us? The same people. Okay? People wanted an explanation why you've been targeted. Because we are against what they stand for. They are for slavery. We are for freedoms. We do not feel is justified for humanity to work 9 to 5, or work like 24/7, and people on top are living in a cushy life. So House of Abraham is against that. We are against taking power from, taking freedom from people, enslaving humanity through banking system, through governmental, institutions. Everything is built, even the money. Even the money now are created to enslave humanity. Okay? So the house of Abraham is against that. When people asking you why you been targeted, for that reason, because we are against all of that. Okay? I've been talking about this. I have over 1,300 videos talking about the same thing, talking about a lot of things. I'm shedding light why things are happening. They're the one who have a problem because we are here to free humanity, and they do not want humanity to be freed. They want humanity to be slaves. Okay? And that's why they have a problem with us. Okay, when I was in Australia, I went to school in Australia. I was looking for a place to rent, and I saw this listing on a school board. School bulletin board. Sorry, I'm not a school board. School bulletin board, and they're and a nice place. It's like a bachelor, and you have your own kitchenette, a little bathroom, and all stuff. And it was overpriced, but for me, it was reasonable because I looked at other places. They've gone higher than this, this amount, and I couldn't understand why this place is not rented out. It's nice. The picture looks great, and the price is reasonable among the other ones and whatnot. I went to see it, and when I called, and they said, "Oh yeah, it's still available. You want to come and look at it, whatnot?" I went to look at it, and they told me, "Oh yeah, we need this and that." They didn't ask for a lot. They need just the deposit, the last month or whatnot, and I did, and I moved in. Maybe a matter of like a week. It was very quick, because I was renting somewhere else that I was being attacked. I rented a room, and in this house, but then I wake up at night, like my whole body aches. I was being targeted. So I said, "Oh, I gotta move out of here." It was remote, but I had a car. It was very remote. I drove to school like half an hour or something like that, but it's in a countryside. But so I wanted to get out of there, so I moved to this place. Little did I know, we're also working for the enemy, and they were shapeshifters. Okay. And I remember, I told you you see things and whatnot. I used to see things happen in my place, and I used to see them coming in, but they disappeared into between like the walls and stuff like that. There are the owners. The owners were coming in, and at the beginning, I saw them. They saw me see them, and then they started to change tactics. So they come in, and they go behind the curtains or stuff, and they disappear into the wall and stuff like that. So I knew they were shapeshifters. But then I acted like I didn't see them. When I'll be watching TV or doing something, I see them, but I just pretend like they're not even there. And same thing happened to me. Wake up at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, like with a lot of, body aches and stuff. With the same thing, and they were they were doing that. And then I rented another place in it was even further out. With this lady, she had like 14 kids. I did not know she was a witch. I didn't know she was a witch, and it was the same thing. They make sure when you're looking for a place or you go, they want you to move to a specific place. Like, so, for example, this apartment, when I applied, I didn't think I'm gonna get it so soon. Anyhow, I got it, but it was intentional for me to get it in this place. You understand? Everything is done to control where you go, you know? So that witch was the same thing. She was also a shapeshifter, and and also saw things in her house. It's not, okay, it's not human. What I saw in her house is not human like. So I started locking my door, and I used to have one of this door stopper, and I used to put it, and then the door. So if you push, it would not open. Because when I sleep, I don't want people. You know what? I didn't do it. I didn't do it out of fear, because I do it because I don't want people intruding. You understand? When I'm sleeping, I don't want people intruding into my space. Not because I'm afraid. You understand? Because I'm in this house, in this apartment. I am not afraid of them. If I was afraid, I would not be here. I'd be like sleeping outside, right? So that's what's happening. I was putting this door stopper because I didn't want these people coming into my room when I'm sleeping. And then her daughters, I could tell that her daughters are demonic. The whole house is demonic. So when I started sensing that, I started putting, Holy Quran. I started putting Holy Quran. Honestly, Holy Quran, when I put it, you can barely hear it in, like, if, for example, I have a bathroom. If I go to the bathroom, you can barely hear it. So it's not loud, or I'm disturbing anybody. You cannot hear it. You can only hear it because I put the speaker next to my bed. And honestly, if you stop outside the room and you close the door, you cannot hear it. I started putting it because I sense this demonic shit is happening. These people are witches. Witches hate Holy Quran, any verses coming from Holy Book, the 4 Holy Book of God, they do not like it. Because they have this, have this relation, or with demons and stuff, and they know demon, get agitated when you play verses. So I played verses, and one time her daughter came into, she have a house, and she living, there, whatnot. She came and spent the night one time. She slept in the living room, which is very odd. Someone who has a house coming into somebody else, her mom's house. I get it. It could be very close to my mom, and I want to go spend the night at mom. No. She came in because she wanted to do something to me. So that when I started putting Holy Quran, because I knew she would not like it, because witches hate Holy Quran or Bible verses or Torah, or they hated it. I know that. So I put it very low. You cannot hear it. And she's like 2 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning. She's in the kitchen slamming doors, slamming the fridge, moving furniture, and just creating a racket in the living room, which is like the floor that one downstairs. So then people like even though her mom was nice to me, but she told me, "Oh, you are the blessing to humanity. She knew who I was. She told me, you are a blessing to humanity. You are a gift from God. She told me stuff like that. And I could, back that then, I did not know I was related to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Noah, Solomon. I did not know I was related to them. Okay? I had no idea. But she was saying stuff to me. And then when I figured out who I was, I placed back where things I've gone through in life, especially when I was in Australia or going, they know they were okay. If I'm a blessing or I came, God, gave us as a gift to humanity, why are you attacking me? Okay, so people could not understand. They tell me like, oh, what's your story? Like even I met people in Toronto, they're like telling me, what's your story? My friend Michael, I've been out of Toronto also, told me the same. What's your story? They all want to know what I have done to be targeted. They all know that. I just told you why. I'm just related to the house of Abraham. That's it. That's why I've been targeted. Okay? Okay? And so that's my story. There's nothing to it, That's all. Even, the other day I posted a video and God commented on it. God talks to me through numbers. So when I record a video, I don't stop it exactly at that moment, at that second, so I can get that message from God. No, I just record, I press stop, and then upload it to YouTube. And then God will leave me a number there, and I go look it up. What's the biblical verse that talks about this number? And then I go, and I always find exactly what God is saying, because God is on point. When he says something, it's pertaining to what I've posted. He explained to me what I just posted, and then he'll tell me something, because when you read, I go back and I find the Bible verses and I read, and I know what he's saying. He said to me last week in one of the verses, these people know the truth, but they continue to do wrong. Who's God is talking about? He's not talking about me. He's talking about you. People in this building who know the truth, who chooses to do wrong. You understand? I told you why I've been targeted. Not because of something I've done. Because I'm related to, Abraham. That's it. What do you want me to do? Like give you a blood sample to prove identity? What do you want? So why you're not stopping your wrongdoing? Why you continue to do wrong even though you know the truth? God says on that verse, he says, these people know the truth, but they continue to do wrong. Why God is saying that? Why you think God is saying that? Okay? He's talking about you. He's not talking about me, because I have not done you wrong. So no way God is talking about me. He's talking about you. Okay? So go find that video. I don't know which one. I post like, sometimes 3 or 4 videos a day. I don't remember which one. But anyhow, go, you'll find it. You'll find the verse that says, you continue to do wrong even though you know the truth. You are serving the wrong side. Adversary side. Satan's side. You know that. These people are coming into you with bogus lies, telling you that person done this and that. Why this person is not in jail? Why this person is not in court for what I've done? Why? That never really, you cannot think clearly that could be a lie. Why I'm not in jail? Why I'm not in court? Okay? Because they know I have not done that. I have not done any of that. Why they're committing crimes behind closed doors. Understand? Who does that? Who have done that since creation? Satan. He come, rob, kill, and destroys. That's Satan. Okay? You are serving his kids. You know, his house of Satan. Synagogue of Satan. They're the same one who's killing the Palestinians. You know? They are the same one killing the Palestinians right now. And I'll be speaking against this. I don't know, they don't like it. You know what? Anybody who knows the truth and stays silent, you are consenting. I am not consenting. At least I'm speaking about it. And I've been attacked for it. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to go away. I'm still going to continue to say whatever I want against the injustice. It's a genocide what's happening in Palestine. And the world standing watching while these people are being buried in mass graves. Children, over 50,000 child or whatever they said, is being killed. They kill a lot of people in a mass, burial, and they starving people. They refusing for the UN to bring or non-profit organization to bring food to them. They're starving them. You see this? They're like, the bones are coming out, skeletons. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. You don't have to be Muslim. You don't have to be Christian. You don't have to be any religion. That's not right. Okay? That's not right. To watch injustice take place and you stay silent is not my problem. Guess what? You'll be punished. God is like that, God will punish you for consenting when you know something is being done wrong to somebody and you stay silent because it's not your problem. You understand? That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to get on God's bad side because I'm speaking about it and I've been targeted, I've been attacked. It's not going to go away. I am still going to continue talking about it till the end of the day. Okay? Nobody, not Canada, not United Kingdom, not United States, nobody gonna shut me up, okay? I'm gonna continue talking about it because I'm not consenting, okay? And I want you to hear it, okay? Enough BS.